have a K24 bottom end with a K20 head. In this format, it's making 299. The torque is a little over 200. I'll probably stop counting at 30.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Street Scenes with J Ray. Tonight we are here in Sunnyvale and we got a cool and crazy build, man. We got my boy Louis right here. What's up, dog?
What's up, brother?
How's it going, man? Finally, we got this done right here, dog.
I know. It's been a long time.
I know. All right, Luis, you have a really nice build right here, man. Why don't you tell us, what you have here and what have you done to it?
This is my 97 EK hatchback. It's got a few modifications. Went with the 99 2000 front end. Pretty much everything has been swapped out for the most part. I just went with the VIS, say the Razor or something like that, carbon fiber hood, just to change it up a little bit. This was the latest bit I just put on, the Charlie Doryoku, I think I want to say, like front bumper support, crash bar kind of thing. I think it's dope because it's got the little hooks in case I want to strap it.
Just in case.
Just in case, if I ever go on the track, which was the goal of this to begin with. That's where it all started. Jay's Racing fenders right here, vented, and that allows me to put these 225, 45, 16s on here.
Thick boy
For the track. This is all for the track.
Right.
16 by 8 Regas.
Nice.
Moving on, we got the Mode Parfum. If I'm saying it correctly, I hope so. The carbon mirrors. Now they're nice. I picked them up a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I actually stored them for the longest.
Yeah, it's real carbon too, and then it's really nice carbon too, man. The weave is really good.
Oh, it's super quality. I think call it like the 2x2. Up right here at the dashboard, this is the European dash.
Oh.
It's black as opposed to the dark gray that comes in the American models.
Okay.
And on, I got the Honda visors.
I need these.
But good luck finding them. Like, these are not the best quality, and they're also like not attached fully, but they do their job.
As long as it works, right?
As long as it works. What else I got? I got the Spoon carbon fiber wing that I picked up a while back. One of the neat things that I did with my car is I actually have an S2000 Honda badge here in the back, instead of it just being hollow in the center.
I just noticed that actually.
Or the typical like Type R red.
Yeah.
It's actually white, and it kind of blends with the Champ white.
Nice. Yeah. Let me show you guys that right now. See that? Ooh.
And it's like flush. I had to like Dremel it to get it to like an 85% fit.
Okay. And it doesn't move or anything, right?
No, it doesn't move.
Cool.
When I first did the car wash and I went over it, I was like, man, it's probably gonna fall off or on the road, but it's still on there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Bumpers is stock.
Okay.
Like how I have in the front the Charlie reinforcement bar.
Yeah.
I actually bought the rear one, but that would require me to cut some slits into it.
You don't like those?
I do, but
you don't want to cut them, huh?
I don't want to cut them. I don't want to
feel
mess
you.
up, so I just have it like this for now.
Yeah.
Interior, I actually picked this up as a shell.
Okay.
It was a painted Champ white.
All right.
And the interior wasn't painted actually, so I actually took off all the sound deadening and painted it Champ white just to match the outside. That's a Blocks Racing harness bar.
Okay.
Pretty much, I got the OEM mud flaps all around.
Oh, these are nice.
You can still pick those up. Brand new.
Okay. So interior-wise, Louis, wow, this is clean, dude. No, we got the same thing, man. Going classics. That's why.
No, you got to keep it classy.
I know, dude. I actually have the same thing on. Like my mirrors are actually.
Are they still attached?
Yeah, they're still attached. I'm like,
I had to reattach the passenger.
It's mine's getting rough though, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
But this is sick. Well, tell us about your interior, man.
Early on, I picked up the DC5 Type R Recaros, the blue ones. You know how typically you'd go with the red, white and red, black, white, red kind of vibe, but I wanted to go blue. So you'll find like blue accents here and there.
It's to be different, okay.
Yeah, so I really like these seats. They're one of my prized possessions. So I picked this up a long time ago. CTR steering wheel.
I was gonna say that looks like a S2K, but I was like, wait, never mind. Yeah, that is definitely a CTR. Yeah.
Yeah. There's actually a Ferrari that has the same steering wheel.
Really? Okay.
They just swapped the logo.
Okay.
I got the Battlecraft shift knob.
Okay.
And yeah, it's still work in progress. I still have to wire in like a stereo. Right now it's pretty rough, you know. No interiors, just
Dude, your rough is literally clean. I'll tell you that, man.
all I hear is rocks and rattles on the road.
Right. Talk about the pedals that you have. It seems like those have already been touched on.
Yeah, I got the Mugen covers on there, and like an aftermarket dead pedal to go to match the Mugen pedals.
Right. Everyone wants to see the motor on this car, man.
Sure,
so we definitely want to check that out. So let's go ahead and tap into it.
Hands down.
Yep. Woo! This is what I'm talking about, y'all. Let's talk about let's talk about your motor right here.
This is my like pride and joy. This is where all the money goes to. You know, all the headaches. You know, you do something to it, something else happens to it.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, I have a K24 bottom end with a K20 head. K20 head is ported, polished, full head package. Also, the bottom end, it's basically a 14.5 to 1 compression. So it's really high.
Damn. Okay.
So I could only run E85 on this.
The whole time.
The whole time. So it's kind of a hassle to find a station. You know, I kind of have to map my routes, but it works out just fine.
All right. So what transmission do you have here?
So in this one, I got the RSX Type S 6-speed, and we added on the M Factory LSD. Right now, I'm running the no-cut hybrid racing shifter, along with the hybrid racing cables. The racing cables. 6-speed, yep.
Nice. You know, that's something that you want for these EKs, right?
Yeah. Got the Hassport mounts to put this engine in here. I got a CSF radiator.
Nice.
So it keeps the temps real low.
Looks pretty big too, man.
It's pretty thick for sure for it being a half radiator, but it keeps the temps real low.
Okay.
Like highest is like 189, pushing it.
Wow, really? It's not bad.
You know, up front, I got the big Skunk 2 center feed. And to go with that, it's down here, if you can see it, I got the Ross 90 mil throttle body. I want to say a 4-inch intake.
Sure.
This is my Block's titanium header.
Okay.
Which, I don't know, I just love the way it looks. You know, throughout time, it's changing color.
Yeah.
It mates to a 3-inch basically exhaust.
Okay. Are you full straight pipe?
No, yeah.
Okay. I'm wondering it's
with a couple resonators.
Oh, okay.
It used to be 2.5. But as you know, with the K series, they like to breathe.
They want to go all out, man.
Yeah, so I had to go 3-inch. Oh, and up front too, I also got the Type R headlights.
Okay. I see. I was gonna say that earlier. So let's step on the headlights.
Yeah.
Let's clean.
A lot of these things I got a long time ago, so I just been collecting parts.
Nice.
No, the valve cover is just painted like a wrinkle blue.
So this is why you wanted to match with blue. I see what you mean.
Yeah, but I actually got a transition coming. I
really
got a new valve cover that's actually vented.
Okay.
So I got to get a catch can with that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna change things up a little bit.
You guys can see this car is white. It's really nice. The carbon hood is already in there, and he's got these blue accents. So he's got the Recaro seats, which are blue. He's got this valve cover, which is blue as well. Fuel rail is also blue, which is I really like. And the fact that this engine bay is super clean, bro.
Yeah, those are just sleeves that you throw on top of the reservoirs, just to kind of hide away the dirt. Any leakage, it'll kind of soak up on that spoon.
Okay.
Coilovers.
Nice,
I'm running the BC. I want to say they're the stage 2. I forget what they call it, but it's a stage 2.
Okay.
With Swift springs.
And so what about your brakes right here too, man?
Yeah, the brakes. So I went with the Alcons. They kind of just presented themselves to me at a lower discount. You know, ideally with the whole blue theme, I would have wanted to go spoon. Right. But yeah, these kind of fell on my lap, so I went with the Alcons. Maybe one day I'll powder coat them or something. Okay. Just so they pop, because they kind of hide up in there.
Yeah. No, it's lug nuts right there. Are those J's Racing or what are those?
No, these are Chasing J's, right?
Sorry, yeah.
No, right, so Chasing J's, they're always selling out. And I really wanted some burnt titanium. So I think these are like some Chinese, honestly.
Dude, they look good. They definitely look good. They kind of look the same thing. I was gonna say that. Chasing J's, I'm sorry, not J's Racing. Yeah.
But you know, primarily I just wanted something with a kind of like a obscure lock. Yeah. Just so you know they don't get taken.
I see what you mean.
I did come across a 5-lug swap. That interested me.
So you would consider it?
I would consider it for the right price. But you know, with that I'd have to probably sell the wheels. Right.
Yeah, because you wouldn't be able to use
get new top hats from the brakes.
All right, man. So thanks for sharing this beautiful build right here, Louis. So I got a couple questions. Yeah, of course, man. I got a couple questions for you, man. I'm pretty sure a lot of our audiences want to know about this. Just a few questions, man. First things first, how did you get into the car scene?
Definitely my dad.
Okay.
You know, back in Too Fast, Too Furious days, he actually had a red EG Coupe. And I don't know if you remember the black EGs with the white,
the greens,
the body kits.
The body kits, yeah.
He had that exact same body
really?
kit.
Okay.
But his car was red.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so that was supposed to be my first car.
Okay.
But you know, it didn't make it to the point where I had a driver's license.
Nah,
so if you think about it, he had the EG. I'm next generation.
Right.
Of course, I got to get the EK.
Yeah, exactly. Second question, man. How much do you think you've spent for the whole build?
Bro, I don't even want to think about that. I don't want to think about that.
Yeah, how much is like a ballpark or something? A lot of the audience would always, would always want to think of, hey, like how much you guys, actually, especially for this kind of platform, how much did you spend for the whole thing?
Definitely. With the seats, K-swap, wheels, brakes, carbon fiber bits. And I'm talking about different renditions because I had a coupe before. Probably stopped counting at 30K.
You stopped counting at 30K.
Yeah, and I'm not too much over, but with engine work and pretty much everything that comes with this, 30K.
It's 30K.
I really don't see myself selling. I'm the kind of person that kind of keeps the car.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard for me to sell a car, and especially one that I put so much money and time and passion.
Passion. Yeah.
I probably will stick with this car for a while.
Right.
Definitely track it and see where it goes.
Right. Was there any other platform besides this?
I mean, if you're going back to when I was trying to get my first car, I was looking at a Fox body, to be honest.
Like 5.0s?
Yeah, I really was interested in one of those. But I ended up just picking a EK, a 2000. And ever since then, I've gone through a couple coupes. I had a Prelude for a little while, which
H series.
I really enjoyed. Yeah,
Nice.
That one put me through school.
That's cool, man. Now that you have the EK, would you consider on getting another platform when it comes to the 90s Hondas?
90s Hondas?
Yeah. Or like any kind of generation when it comes to Hondas, Civics.
Yeah, I definitely would. I really enjoy the CRXs.
The CRXs. So you're talking about like the 89s and 90s and that some of those.
A 91 CRX.
Size?
Dude, a hardtop would go crazy. But
Yep.
I don't know how well I'd fit in one. I'm not too tall, but
And for the last question, what advices would you give to to the audience that might want to pick up an EK and do the same build like as you do, man?
If you're trying to build the EK, I'd say get a good try to find a good example. Start off with a good example and just take it slow, part for part. Definitely go to car meets, car shows, and kind of see what people are doing, get some inspiration and just build it at your pace with quality parts. I'd say
Indeed.
that way you don't have to go back and change things.
Louis, thank you so much for your time, man.
Thank you, man.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, of course. Finally, we're able to do it. Yeah. And who do you want to shout out, man? Any teams, any guys, any family, and all that?
I'd just like to give a shout out to the team at Concept. Okay. They helped me a lot with this build and kind of helped out with my vision. And yeah, I would just thank them.
Nice, awesome, man. All right. Well, there you guys have it. In this section, this is what you guys have always wanted. We're gonna do flybys, we're gonna do revs, we're gonna do a lot of cinematic stuff. So, ready for this?
Yeah.
All right, man, cool. Let's get it. All right, cool. Let's get it. Gives you that pull.